Happy Vlogmas Day 21. We just spent the morning, we took the trash out, we took the recycling out. We actually both really overslept. Well, I don't have to work, so I guess what is oversleeping when you don't have anything to do? But I didn't set my alarm and we didn't wake up till 7:45, which is really late for us. Even Nash was just passed out, weren't you, buddy? So this morning I would really like to do my nails. I haven't done that in a little while. I also have to go run an errand with my parents at some point today, so we'll see. I'd like to fit in a Peloton ride, but I also need to get this Vlogmas uploaded. Not this one, but the one that you already saw. Then I'll probably exercise after I do all this nail stuff, because why not? I mentioned these in a recent gift guide. This is what I'm about to do. Is I always fill up one of these little ramekins. This is just from our kitchen, and I soak my nails in it in really hot water for just a little bit, and then I use this little cuticle pusher to the right to actually push the cuticles back, and then I use the cuticle trimmer right there to trim them off, and then that way your base coat and your actual polish and your top coat become a lot more effective because they're not sitting on top of dead skin. That's what I found works, but it does take a lot of extra time. I just wanted to show why this step is important, because I've explained before that my cuticles grow like weeds. Do you see how much? I just started pushing this one and I was like, ew, gross, I've got to show that. Compared to this one where I've already pushed it back and trimmed it and it's just pure nail right there. That's horrendous. And I have it all on these fingernails. So if you're like me, this is a necessary step. I feel like my stubby little nails look so weird with dark nail polish, but I felt like if I was gonna use this, now was the time in the dead of winter. And so this is in the shade Gumption, which was from the really old Kathleen Lights brand of nail polish. This specific one was named after the holiday, because remember, Iris has gumption, according to her little old man friend, who's so sweet. Anyway, now I have to sit here and wait for this to dry, which is the part I'm worst at. But I did want to mention, I really like this Olive and June nail primer. It goes on and it kind of dries really quickly. It's not like a super glossy base coat. And then I also really like their glossy top coat. I did buy 3 of their nail polishes too that you can see in there. And they're supposed to be a lot cleaner formula, but they're just like lighter, neutrally colors. And I was just feeling something a little different. I've been majorly slacking on the water intake and I have a really bad headache. So I'm hoping that exercise and drinking water while I exercise will help with that. So I'm gonna try to fit in a couple of little Peloton rides. And you know the drill, definitely gonna search for something holiday. So that's the plan, and then get ready, maybe tackle the bathroom. We'll see. We have a shoe stealer on our hands. Nash, is that yours? I don't think so. Thank you for getting it for me though. You're still very cute. Officially ready for the day. I ended up doing Robin's Christmas ride, which was good. I don't usually take classes from her, so it was fun to do something a little bit different, and she was talking a lot about Hallmark Christmas movies, so it was definitely enjoyable for me. But now I'm heating up some leftover potato soup, and then I've got to quickly hop in the car. I'm gonna go meet my parents to help them with an errand and then hang out at their house for a little bit this afternoon. I'm doing something else that I never do. So yesterday I got crazy and got the chicken sandwich, and today I'm in line at Starbucks because I was just watching Jerome's Vlogmas and he picked up a peppermint mocha, and I was like, I don't think I've had a peppermint mocha in I don't know, 4 years, 5 years, something like that. It's been forever, since I was in college for sure. So I made some modifications to it. I ended up getting it with oat milk, and I did 1 pump of the mocha and 1 pump of the peppermint syrup instead of the 3 that goes into a tall. I'll report back because I like coffee to taste like coffee, so I won't mind if it's not like the sweetest thing in the world. So we'll see if my concoction is good. The verdict? This is really good, especially if you don't like sweet drinks. So definitely knock those pumps of syrup down by 2 if you get the smallest size. All the errands have been run today, and I have a toothache or something. And this is something that I talked to my dentist about a while ago, because when I was like really stressed, I was clenching my teeth at night. And since then, I've like gotten on anxiety medication. This sun is just something else. Since then, I haven't been as stressed. It's just coming back. And all day I thought that I've had a headache, and really it's a toothache. So, I don't know. That's kind of annoying because, you know, going to the dentist just isn't great. But oh my gosh. What a happy boy. Nash just had the best walk of his life. The sweet old lady, remember that I was telling y'all about that had to move? She came and stopped by the house and brought him some treats. And then as we were walking, there's another really nice man in the neighborhood who lost his dog, sadly. She got like cancer in her foot or something like that. He ended up giving Nash some extra special treats. I can't say the word because he's so close. And so now we are home and I'm leaving this beanie on because it's so cold, and I'm about to cook some cauliflower bolognese. So I think I might go set up my iPad and finish watching The Holiday in here while I cook, and that'll just make things all Christmassy and cozy. So I've got to go get that. All right, cauliflower is about to be roasted, cauliflower that I just chopped up finely. And then you add paprika, fennel seeds, oregano, salt and pepper, and some olive oil. So this is gonna roast at 425 for 15 minutes, I think, to start. While the oven was preheating, I just chopped up 1 Fresno pepper, 6 cloves of garlic. The recipe calls for 4, but we always add more, and then 2 shallots. So you're gonna add a 1/4 cup of olive oil to the pan, and what I've learned to measure that out, is really just fill the bottom of the pan with olive oil. That's about a 1/4 of a cup, well, at least for my size pan. And then you're gonna add everything that I already chopped up with the exception of like a portion of the garlic. Some of the garlic is gonna go onto the cauliflower. Right now I have the shallots, the garlic, and the Fresno pepper caramelizing in that olive oil. And then we also have this bowl of fettuccine. We don't have a bigger bowl than this besides the Dutch oven. And by bowl, I don't mean bowl, I mean pot. I have to break the noodles in half and they're all just kind of crammed in there. It'll get the job done, it'll be fine. It's now about time for me to add this 1 can of tomato paste. And then it calls for 3/4 of a cup of basil pesto, which is pretty much this whole jar. I tried to get a creative shot of that and it didn't work. So I ended up putting 2 teaspoons of fish sauce and then the remainder of that garlic, and that's going back into the oven. Typically I would roast it for another like 10 minutes, but since we didn't have the full head of cauliflower this go round, I'm actually only gonna do it for 3 minutes because it was pretty much already done. I just really need to get that like garlic kind of cooked. So next I'm going to add some water to this little sauteed mixture and start building the sauce. Wow, very close, Nash. Dinner's all done. I think I may take a bath because I've just been feeling really sniffly. I'm sure y'all can hear it in my voice. This time of year, it always happens. We do have this Dr. Teal's. It's basically Vick's Vapor Rub, but for the bath. Put like not very much in it, only like a 1/4 cup or a 1/2 cup into your bath. And it really does have that good menthol smell to it that really opens everything up. But the thing is it's like your entire body feels that like hot, cold sensation all at once. So it's not the most relaxing bath experience, but it is really good when you're feeling all like stuffed. Nash is positively pooped after his play session with his dad. just staying in the warm room. Our bedroom is definitely the warmest room of the house, and he comes back here and sleeps all the time in the winter. Smart guy. Happy Vlogmas Day 22. Last night after my bath, I ended up just getting in bed at like 8:45 and read for like 2 hours. Fell asleep, woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't sleep again, so I kept reading. But it was fine. I got plenty of sleep because I got in bed so early. So now Mr. Nash is over here waiting for me. Look how cute. It's my day to walk him, and so he just sat patiently right here on this piece of the rug and waited for me to get ready. That was very sweet. All right, are you ready for your walk-ins? Come on, let's go. All right, Nash and I are back from our walk, and I have to be back here because Brian's playing Christmas music and it messes up all the monetization and stuff on YouTube if I'm in there. We are making some of our favorite breakfast, which is Cacio e Pepe toast, aka toast, with butter and Parmesan cheese and pepper. We just got a fresh little bowl of sourdough from Whole Foods. It hit me last night that we haven't been using our reindeer glasses this entire Christmas season. So I just ended up switching out these glasses that typically live right here for these to remind us to use them because they've just been hidden away and I'm kind of disappointed. I guess Brian was pointing out that these are hand wash only, so it is a little bit more of a chore when you use these fancy glasses, but I think it'll be worth it for these last couple days. Also, I try not to play favorites with my coffee mugs, but I think this one may be it. I got this one at Disneyland when Brian and I went to go visit my older brother who lives in California, and I love that the handle is the Disneyland D, and then it has this kind of sketchy blueprint of the actual Sleeping Beauty castle. I love it. It's also huge, and I like mugs with big capacity so that I don't have to get up and refill my coffee all the time. Okay, I'm about 1,400 photos into organizing things on my external hard drive. I've just been like airdropping them all, sorting them, airdropping the next batch, sorting them. Feeling pretty good about that. Brian actually let me open a Christmas present early because, anyway, he just is too excited. We typically open gifts together, like the ones we get each other on the 23rd, but he got me this because he knows that I love Rifle Paper Company, and we went on our honeymoon to Hawaii this year. We went to Maui. So that is really special. We're gonna have to find a frame for that and get that hung up. And I'm also in the middle of doing laundry. I feel like I just, every week, I mean, obviously our clothes get dirty, but I'm gonna transfer these towels over, get the second load running because again, I wanna knock all of this out today. And I just heated up some leftover cauliflower bolognese for lunch from last night. And there's Nash.
Hi. Thank you. Oh, what's that?
I never got ready for the day because I had intentions of exercising this morning and I'm not getting around to it until right now. So I'm gonna go do a quick couple of rides because I think I've got 189 rides if I'm not mistaken. So I've got to get through 11 before the end of the year. And the only way that I can do that feasibly with the days that we're in town is to do like 2 or 3 a day. Again, I told you length of time doesn't matter in this goal. It's just a matter of like getting on the bike, exercising. I know that I have one more Christmas ride that I haven't done yet, and it's by Sam Yo, and I've been talking about doing this for like a bajillion years, so I think it's gonna happen. Editing Maggie checking in to let you know that I did not do the Sam Yo ride. After 900 times of mentioning it, I didn't have enough time. It was a 30-minute ride, so I did a 5-minute warm-up ride, and then I did a 20-minute Broadway ride with Robin, which was also good. And then once I finished my ride, I had to quickly hop in the shower and then get ready because we needed to leave for my parents' house before we hit rush hour traffic. Brian's about to crawl out of his skin. This is the third time that I've filmed this because the first time it was like so short because I had to stop it because driving was crazy. The second time the lighting was cuckoo. But anyway, we are off to my parents' house. We're almost there, and this drive is kind of stressful. You really have to have your wits about you. So we're finally on like a country road now, so it's a little bit safer. But we are having dinner with my family because my older brother's been in town for a couple of days and we haven't been able to see him because he's been working and he has to work like California time. So tonight we're having ribs and baked beans and potatoes, and Nash is especially excited because he loves coming to my parents' house because their next door neighbor has a dog that is Nash's, basically his exact size, but he's like the white fur version of Nash. His name is Milo, and they run and play and wrestle, and he always has a great time. So fingers crossed Milo's there, huh, buddy? This is Milo, and Nash has to wear this shirt because their grass gets all over his fur. We just got back from my parents' house and it is late. It is like 11 o'clock and y'all know me, I got in bed at 8:30 last night. So we are gonna go ahead and call it a day for day 22 of Vlogmas. We will see you in a couple of days for Christmas Day and for Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve.